someone wanted me to discuss, I guess, my win rate, or just win rates in general. Now, I don't have a very detailed analysis about all my wins and losses in stock trading, and to me, I definitely should do that. Like, it's definitely important, but it takes a lot of time, and there are other things. Like, if I was treating stock trading like a business, I would definitely do that. But I'm not, if that makes sense. It's more of like a hobby. However, I do have things that have worked for me in the past. Not that I know exactly my win percentage, but I mean, we could actually figure it out. One stock I like always traded the last few years was AMD, so we can actually get kind of a decent win rate about if I won or lost on this. Also, Workhorse we could do. There is one thing that I am doing. I'm making this like paper thing or whatever. This basically, I show all the ascending triangle patterns I've ever come in encounter with, and I'm writing a paper on the ones I took trades on. If I think that looking at a technical analysis pattern such as an ascending triangle pattern and trading it can yield you a higher probability, or basically, can you make money trading off of this specific technical pattern? That is what I want to do research and dive into on this paper. Now, I mean, right now I'm kind of putting this paper on hold because just there's a lot of things going on in my life, and I need to figure out, what I'm doing. But this is something I work on, in my free time. It's kind of fun, and it's this goes back to 3 years, so at least 2018. Actually, maybe only 2 years, almost 3 years. I don't think I have any 2017 trades in here, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Basically, I'm gonna walk through in this paper all the things. This is for another video, but basically, I wanted to see my win rate and win rates for ascending triangle patterns. Is it more probable that it increases or it decreases given a certain pattern and situation? That's what I wanted to dive down in that paper, and it has to do with this video. Win rates. How do you find good win rates, bad win rates? However, I kind of want to just talk about my win rate first. So let's put on the trades. So these are all the times I've traded AMD in the past. We can get a quick gauge on it. So I bought here about 20 bucks and I sold for about 20. I didn't make any money here. Wait, sorry. So actually, I'm gonna keep a tally. I'm quite curious myself. So these were 2 trades, 20, 24, so I lost. So AMD, wins, losses. So we have one loss the next day. Another loss, so I lost 2 times back here. Wow, this is my first trade on AMD, December 2018. Why was I betting that much money? What the heck? Okay, I was betting way too much money back here. So let's go to this time frame. I bought there. This was a win. So there, 33, 35, 34 to 19. That was a win. Let's go to this trade. This was a win as well. 43 bucks to 45. That was a pretty good trade. Wow. Okay, that's a win. So we're 50-50 right now. This I bought 47.86. 46. That was a loss. All these I never shorted this AMD. Just so you guys know. This was a big win here. Yeah. So this whole trade. No, sorry. This was a win. Yeah, that was a win. Then this whole thing. No, sorry. One more time. This was a loss. And then this was one big trade. This was a super win. So that one win, one massive win. And massive is over 20% win, I think. Yeah, this was like 40%, something like that. Probably like 30 because I sold out, and so on this 2 years, all the times I traded AMD, 5 wins, 3 losses with 1 super win. And if you manage out the risk reward on this, I could actually, that would actually be kind of cool, but I'm not going to do it right now because it would take too much time. I think I need to do this, then come you guys, if you're interested, take all of my positions, see all the money. I'm obviously blocking out the numbers of position sizes because just some privacy, to be honest. I don't know, it's just some privacy, and I feel more comfortable sharing it without the specific number amounts, because the main thing that's important is the percentages, because the percentages make it all relative. The dollar amount is not that important. Also, I don't really want you guys to know how much money I'm working with, just again a privacy thing. But I could go back into each of these, see, oh, I won, see what percentage, how much I gained, how much I lost over this. However, I can tell you just by looking at it, maybe I lost about 3 or 4% average a trade, but I won definitely over 5 to 10% each trade on average. Definitely a very positive win rate here, or a positive win rate with a very high risk reward. AMD made me a good amount of money. Now here's the thing, you could have been like, oh, if you bought back here, you could have 300% over this time frame. It's like, yeah, but you're looking at in the past. When I was trading AMD over here, you know, it might never get up here. It could go all the way back down to like here, $10. You don't know. So the people that say, oh, you should have just held on here, all this information did not exist, and it's that always bothers me, because you have no idea where the stock is going to go in a few years. Me trading these micro, ups and downs, these mini transactions, saves me that downside risk of something terrible happening. That's why. But anyway, let's go to another company. Let's go to Workhorse. I've been trading Workhorse a lot lately, so we'll have some good recent data on this. Okay, I guess only 4 times. So back here we got Workhorse. This was a loss. Okay, so win, loss, loss. Another loss, pretty big loss actually here. $18 to 70, a whole dollar loss. Wait, that's, oh man, not a good trade there. Here we had a pretty good win, like a dollar win. Here we had, this was all one trade. Bought, so about like 20. This was a loss. Was that a loss? I only traded. This doesn't seem right. Okay, so, wow, okay, Workhorse. I have a like 25% win rate, and I lost a lot of money on this actually. Wow. Looking at it, these are not like percentage-wise losses. 650, 690. I bought 615. It's only like 5% losses. This is a, despite my big win here, I lost a lot of money. Yeah. This was a negative yielding trade right here, or all these trades. This was bad. I lost more money than I gained, and I lost more times than I won, and I also lost more on each position than I won. Bad risk rewards here, just not bad risk rewards, but bad trades from my point of view, or my place. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm trying to think of things that I traded in the past a lot too. Maybe space. Maybe. Let's check it out. Okay, we traded space a lot. Wow, I did not think I traded space this much. Let's do this real quick. Space. Trade back here about 1970 to 10. That was definitely. Okay, I need to zoom in. We got a loss there, 1995 or $9.50 to $9.20. Win, lose, 1 loss. This was a good win. However, yeah, okay. If these 2 win, or 1 win but 1 loss, this win was much bigger than this loss. Let's go do this. This was a loss. Now we get to some spicy places. This was a loss. Next up we have this trade right here. This is a mess. This was one day. That was a day trade loss. I got that one. This was a day trade win. This was a, wow, why'd I day trade so much here? What the heck? This was was a win. I mean, I guess I was winning. Day trade there was a loss. I traded this way too much. This was a loss. Wow. Not looking too hot. And this was a loss. Wow. Wow. Okay. I lost 6 times and I won 3 in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trades. That's terrible. And I mean, the times I did win, I did decent, but I think if I average this out, it would be a losing thing. That's bad. I blame that on all these day trades back here when it was at like its peak. Like, I told you guys I'm not good at day trading. I'm good at finding value and holding it. And yeah, that's one thing here. I wasn't even trading patterns back here. I think I was just searching for something. Like I was chasing like the momentum in the highs, which isn't bad, but it's just not for me. I know on like was not AGKC, KGC. I traded this. Back here I traded KCG a bunch. To the crash, we added so many shares here. Add. Even added here. When it broke out, this whole trade. This was basically one trade, right? Like you see all these buy and sells, but it's about the idea. So in the position size, so here. So here I had added a lot of shares, added more down here, add. Finally start liquidating at these higher prices. So this whole trade was very positive. I kind of wish I guess I could add up everything. I wish I could add up all these to see. I mean, I could, but I'll do that. And if you guys want, I could do all that, but I'm not gonna do all the work if you guys don't really care. But that whole trade, I can tell you right now, was very positive. And that's the type of trading I like. I find value. I say I'm convicted with my decision. This whole decision, regardless of what happened in March. I mean, obviously look at it now, like it went really high, but yeah, I didn't know that at the time, obviously. But I guess what I kind of want to wrap up this video about is my win percentages in some companies were better than others, but it has to do more with the mentality of the trade. You know, like AMD, I was buying because I saw value and I saw price action. Workhorse, I guess I also saw price action, but I didn't see value. I see value in Workhorse around here. Man, I guess when I really look at it, my win percentage is pretty low. But it's managing that risk, and like even AMD, like yeah, I lost about the amount how much I won, but because my risk reward was like to the downside, maybe I lost 5% of max, but to the upside of this, I had 20-30% gain. Like that negates all the losses right there. But again, like if you look at my space trade, like even though my percentages of losing was higher, the risk reward, I was risking too much and wasn't, I was just losing too much money. So every time I should probably not trade space anymore. But again, it's the same price action. Like space price action. It's all the same technical analysis. It's all the same, like people trading and the idea behind the candlesticks and stuff. But I don't know. It's like, what do I do from there? But that's why it's important to have a system. You measure the system, and you actually see if you're making or losing money. That's why I'm doing that ascending triangle, like paper thing. I'm just curious, and I don't think it'd be important to share with everyone. But anyway, yeah, I guess those are some of my win percentages, win rates. So I want to do the win percentage on the ascending triangle. That's again why I'm doing that paper, because I'm just showing you guys win percentages with each stock. But why you're like space? I was trading 3 day trades back here. Like that's not typical of me. And oops. And like there's nothing to measure there. Like I was just day trading. I was getting in for momentary hype. But having a pattern, like I want to show you guys my ascending triangle like win rate, because I think it's a lot more calculated. It's something you could find like just day or just trading AMD, like, oh, I trade, like, you can trade AMD every day and you could win 50% of the time, but it doesn't mean anything because you can't measure it. Being able to measure something is important because it shows specific success and failure around a like idea, and that's, I guess, the actual thing that this video should have been about. But that takes a lot of time to measure, to calculate, and to do. And I mean, if you guys want it, let me know, because but it's cool. It's, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and let me know some of your win rates below. Are they as bad as mine? I mean, I still make money despite that. That's the crazy thing. Despite all these bad decisions, because it's about managing the risk reward. But again, your win rate should be around like 40 to 60%.